today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Drain down on 3rd down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw is Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run. It's Miller. It's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it. So in a spot like that on 4th down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in 4th down situations. You should be prepared for that.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Completes it to Perry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive with the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Green. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hodges. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. You look at the Saints defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Green. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Trying the left side with Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Running left is Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The throw over the middle taken in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Green. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Green. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw is Green. From the gun, he'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Walker, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs.
There he goes, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints are able to move back in front.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He gets it to Thomas. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Carr.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
Yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Now Green on 1st and 10. Fighting to stay upright. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Inside handoff now, Miller. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Thomas on the return.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Green. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Nico Collins, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that one all tied. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, now Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Carr now to throw.
To the left side and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But but there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
3rd and 9 here.
Back to throw. Green. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second and 11 now.
To throw, it's Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Green. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Well, again, his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side then. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again. Green. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Green to throw on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Green. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Walker.
A strong running. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Green. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Carr. And down he goes. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Carr going to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable for Thomas. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And room there to work it inside the 25. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Green. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Gibson taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers have taken a fourth quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Roses to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They begin with a run by Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now Carr.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, 82 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Carr will look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. And here's Green throwing on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, it's Walker. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And here's Green on 3rd down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off here to Walker. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Straight ahead, Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Panthers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.